of the
Are they
show?
going to make DVD release of the first couple of seasons? That's honestly a question for the Disney folks in Buena Vista. They're the ones that have the rights to that. I can't imagine, the way Disney does things is that they put things out for a while and they draw them back until they get a bit of a following and they do it again. And since there were originally videos on there was videotape, VHS, on the originals, I'm sure at some point they're going to come out with it again.
And if any of you
That's the way Disney does things.
So I'd love a DVD copy of your collection. So see what it was I did.
I don't know a single episode either. I haven't even seen most of the episodes I did either, too. I never watched them.
Well, I tell you what, though, if you want to see something on Sunday, I have a presentation that I'm supposed to be doing in the afternoon, and I'm going to show Power Rangers Lost Episode, which is a special hosted by Walter and Austin, in which they play the original pilot episode that's only really aired once.
Austin, I'm gonna actually been wondering this about time. I actually think you're like pumpkin in order to get asked this. When did you come? What was the whole deal with you coming back to the Golden Ranger? I mean, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that really did kind of come out of nowhere for me too. I think I got a call from Shuki. Was it Shuki? Yeah, Shuki.
It was Shuki's brainchild.
Anytime my phone rang and somebody was looking like this, it's usually Shuki. So, he says, so Austin, we're thinking about maybe doing this thing, and what do you think? Well, what thing? Well, we have these maybe 20 episodes as Gold Ranger that maybe, I don't know. What do you think? I was, I was a little confused. I thought, all right, well, let's talk. So we figured out the details. I read over the general premise, and they showed me the Japanese footage, what was going to be done, and I think I read a couple early writings or drafts of the first couple episodes, and I dug it. I thought it was a really cool concept, and I was like, yeah, that rocks. Let's make it happen. So that was kind of what happened, and it was a lot of fun. The fan base responded enormously to it, so I enjoyed it. Well, I'd been gone for a long time by that point, and it was, like I said, it was like a whole other life. It was great to. I didn't know there'd been 10 Red Rangers since I left. So first I had to say I was shocked that, I heard Red Ranger reunion. I was thinking, okay, myself, Steve, Jason Frank, and, maybe one or two other guys I missed, times two. It was great. It was really neat to meet a bunch of new guys, and we had a blast. Fights everywhere. And they asked me, "Can you still do backflips and fight?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." So Koichi and I said, I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. It was a lot of nostalgia then and now. So it was fun. Little guy in a red shirt.
Do you remember your choreography?
As in my fight choreography?
You'll figure out Boston episode.
It was that huge thing you did when you did the CO form. Do you remember the
It's probably, I don't remember exactly what I did. I'm pretty sure the twisting was butterfly twist, which was at the time my specialty. I can still do it, but it's like everybody can do it now. But I do remember that episode, though. The only thing I remember from that episode is the outtakes when I'm like boxing across the driveway and I slip and fall. How do you remember all this stuff, man? I got a mind like a Venus flytrap. Wow. Crazy. That made no sense. Yeah.
This is for all you guys. What was your favorite episode? Shoot.
Question is, what was our favorite episodes?
Shoot.
Okay, I've got a couple. Mine is Day of the Dumpster because it was the first one.
Like food fight or something like that?
Food fight. Yeah, and the other one was the ones that going back in time, back in Colonial, the stuff we shot in Australia because that was the most fun.
Yeah.
We did.
That was filmed at some. They had like this
Old Sydney.
Old Sydney town.
Old Sydney, right? So they had all these like British like soldiers that were, you know, because they obviously Britain was occupying Australia at that time as well. Prisoners, you know, the prisoners were being moved over there, and it's just like they're starting that settlement. And that's what they had. They had the whole, you know, reliving of that. What are those called?
Reenactments.
Reenactment. Yeah, it was like a reenactment thing. Yeah. So and that's where we were filming that. It was really cool actually, filming over there.
We've only got 5 more minutes,
5
so
minutes.
maybe a couple more questions.
Right here. Red Ranger. Red Ranger.
Hey, Vin.
This one's for Johnny. What in the movie how do you feel you bumped into a frog?
Actually, I don't know if you remember this, but it wasn't in the script. It was a thing that I threw by the director because like everybody's stuff was so cool, you know. And then it got to, you know, I can't remember. It's like, what were you again? The wolf, right? Hey, like something strong, whatever it was. Everybody's stuff was really cool, and the frog was like frog, and it was just something that was like that's not even frog, you know. I don't get it. What does the frog do? It's so cool. And then so I was like, hey, can I be bummed out about it? About being the frog? And he said, well, let's do it like the script first, and then we'll try it that way. And then we tried it, and it worked. Because, you know, it's just so stupid. I mean, it's really a frog. But then I begged Shuki. In the second movie, I begged Shuki because I thought it would be so perfect, but he totally didn't go for it. But like everybody gets these cool cars. The little kid gets a monster truck, and Tommy has a race car, and everybody's got cool stuff. And I have a green minivan. So I wanted to be bummed about it, you know, and say something else so that, you know, you'd have something else that it's not just I'm a frog, but I got a minivan.
Frog line is my absolute favorite line in that movie too.
Yeah. It was awesome. It's most people's favorite one. Like that was the part when you're in the theater, we were watching it, you know, there was silence, then I'm a frog.
I just thought it was funny because like everybody's was really like whatever, kind of cool, and then Jason Frank was like Falcon, winged lord of the sky. It wasn't like, you know, something like agile and floats or whatever. It was like winged lord of the sky. It was like, yeah, that's what a falcon is like.
Yeah, pollywog.
All right. Well, I think we have one more question, and then we gotta take off here. Go ahead.
His name Jason.
Oh, no. You may mistake me for Paul. We look a lot alike. No, actually, I did not ever play the piano. They had
Except that episode.
Except, oh,
That
that's right,
episode
yes.
that we did.
It was virtuoso.
Emotional, touching episode.
Yeah, and they want to make me emotionally touchy because I'm a touchy kind of guy. So they actually had a stunt double to do that. And I did practice, like, I knew basic chords from, you know, music lessons in 3rd grade so that I could put it on camera not completely look like...
This is why we don't let him sing.
This will go on all night. So I think we're done.
Yeah,
Time is up.
Our time is up. I think we have autographs. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
At 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Or 7 o'clock? When are we signing autographs?
I'm sorry?